Oh my God. Oh, I'll wait. I'll wait for the podcast. I got a real good thing. Fri Guy's going viral.
It's Jordan Brendan's real big time podcast. Tell your friends, tell your grandma.
Tell them all.
It's time for Jordan Brendan's real big time podcast. It's the most important part in the world.
That one was a little bit longer than usual, but I feel like it was important to include the whole thing.
Was that the African jazz?
That was African jazz, dude.
Fuck yeah.
Welcome to George and Brendan's Real Big Time Podcast. I'm George Mills. Here, as always, with my co-host, Brendan. Brendan, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing great, feeling great.
We're hanging out on this Father's Day.
Yeah, big time dads.
And we have today with us who some people call the dad of the comedy.
The dad of comedy.
The dad of Philadelphia comedy. The original dad of comedy. It's Fri Guy. Fri, how you doing, man?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing fucking awesome, man. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me in this nice place.
It's not that nice.
It's pretty nice.
Fri Guy, so how was your night last night?
Dude, it was a little crazy.
Yeah? You feeling all right? You came in with 2 energy drinks.
Yeah, one's herbal.
Fri Guy fucks with the herbs.
Yeah.
So many herbs.
Shout out
Arizona. I love Arizona iced teas and their assorted beverages, honestly.
99 cents. This shit never changing.
Yeah,
You know
I like
what's
the
crazy?
Arnie Palmers. That's my go-to.
Arnold Palmer's, yeah.
Yeah.
One time I drank so many of those, it gave me a kidney stone.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
If you drink too much black tea, it'll give you a kidney stones, just so you know, guys. That's what happens when you turn 30. You get kidney stones. So, Fri Guy, I feel like just one day you just appeared and you were there. You know what I mean?
That's kind of what happened.
Yeah. You're not wrong. Did you move? So have you lived in the area your whole life? Or
Yeah, I've been around here forever.
you've been around?
Yeah.
And then one
Just
day
lingering.
you just started going to comedy shows? Or?
I just found it at the Comedy John. Duh.
Yeah,
Okay, so
comedy
that's when
genre.
you were first.
Yeah, I just
Initiated.
stumbled upon it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
anyone even a shout out from the Comedy John?
Shout out to Keith from out the block. Doop, doop. Who else? Shout out to Crystal. Bow. Yeah.
Anyway.
And the bouncer, he'll love when he pats me down for the first time of the night. That's my favorite part.
I want a single air horn for that.
I told him that so many times he's done patting me down. He's like, I'm not touching this motherfucker.
They pat people down there?
Yes, they do.
Yeah, you
Damn,
can't bring
dude,
the pistols in there. There's way too many killers.
Yeah, I guess so, man. People get offended with these jokes out here.
Yeah. They gotta keep it safe.
So you've been doing what? You've been doing comedy for like a year,
Yeah, like
over
a year and a month or something like that.
Nice, man.
Yeah, I'd say like a year and a month.
Yeah.
Do you have? So tell me about growing up in Fri world. Do you? you're from like you said. Where's your hometown?
West Deptford, New Jersey.
West Deptford, New Jersey. Shout
Dub
out.
D represent.
Oh yeah, dude. What high school did you go to?
West Deptford.
What was it?
Is that the right way?
Was that? I don't. That looks like a.
Oh no, I'm needing to do it the other way.
Yeah, there it is.
There you go.
There it is.
West
Nice.
Deptford represent.
Shout out to all the West Deptford people. What was their mascot?
The Eagles. Bitch.
Oh shit! Damn. We had the Cougars where I'm from. What about you, Brendan?
John.
Bears.
Bears.
Yeah. But Fri, you had an interesting high school experience because we're good friends and you've told me
my
about
God.
your high school experience.
They wouldn't let me in day school. I was only in night school. I lasted.
What the fuck are you talking about, Fri Guy?
Yeah, I lasted like fucking maybe like a semester or 2 in day school.
I didn't know they had night school in high school.
They have nights. Yeah, we're apparently for Fri, they had night school. they
made it up.
made it for Fri.
There was like 20 people in there max,
Yeah.
Holy
and
shit!
like all different grades.
Yeah.
But it was like for like the bad kids or like drug tests and shit.
Oh shit! So you're a bad kid?
I'm a bad boy.
You're a bad boy, dude. Oh,
No, I was
man.
just like getting
What'd you?
high.
Oh, okay, so you were getting high.
I wasn't doing anything. They just didn't like my pee.
It's crazy.
Fri told me he's like, yeah, I don't know what I was doing wrong. I just went to lunch 3 times a day.
No, I would get 3 lunches a day. I would come. Dude, I miss those meals.
Because they give them to you for free.
No, I would just I would buy a bunch.
Okay.
I'd get 3, like at once. It was crazy. I would get peanut butter and jelly, and then nuggets, and then a soup, and then the side, and then 3 chocolate milks. Did I say the ham and cheese?
No.
And then in the peanut butter and then Uncrustable.
Sure.
Okay.
It was a whole thing.
Wait, how do you get lunch at night school?
But this is in day school before that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So one day they had enough, and you're like, "Listen, Logan, you're only in the nighttime now." Is that what
I'm Fri Guy. I'm not Logan.
Oh shit! Yeah, sorry. It's because of your voices. Your voices confuse me. You guys
That was
have
good. That was good.
That's awesome.
It's because of the voices.
Yeah, him, George Miller, and Logan Mallon are
Just kind of
almost the same person, just taken apart.
slightly different flavors of
Yeah.
frozen yogurt. You know
Exactly.
what I mean?
What's it called?
Need a toaster?
Yeah.
It's coaster time, dude.
What was I going to say? But night school was just like, there was even a slow class in night school. It was just like a bunch of shitheads. Like we would go smoke weed in the bathroom and shit.
Yeah.
But you still got your GED, and that's all that matters, right, dude?
Yeah, I still graduated.
Yeah,
That's good.
But no, they just push you through. It's fucked up.
it's just a way so they can keep the record straight, basically.
Yeah. It literally, it's just like, oh, you can still, yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I love that though about you.
And then I used to carry pee with me too every day. So my
'Cause
roommate,
your friend's pee?
yeah, it was like my brother, pretty much my brother.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know.
And he had that clean PP.
Yeah, and I'd keep it tucked all times.
We were talking about PP tests on the stream last week.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
I think I remember that. But that's why I like you though. That's one of my favorite things about you.
What?
Is that you? That you. No, it's that
I think
you
that
got.
he rode the short bus.
Yeah, no, but you got pushed through high school. But there's a lot of stuff you don't know about. And you're like, I love that I get to teach you about it. I love that.
I mean, a lot of the stuff that you learn in high school is pretty worthless.
Yeah, it's
you know what I
dumb.
mean?
Yeah.
So it is nice to be able to tell your friend that and him being like, wow, I never knew
Yeah,
that. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
So it's useful for that bit of
No,
information.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
It happens more than it should.
Yeah, it does. But because I recently taught Fri the difference between a Muslim person and a Jewish person. Because
Honestly, not a lot of differences.
he said Fri was like, I thought Muslims were just brown Jews.
He's not that wrong, dude.
He's not. Yeah, but I was like, no, they're different people. They kind of hate each other.
It's funny how
but-
like halal and kosher are like exactly the fucking same thing.
Yeah,
they have different words for it.
I don't know what we're talking about.
You know halal food, right? Like a halal truck.
Yeah.
That's the types that.
Hurts my butt.
So this is exactly what you were talking about.
yeah, yeah. Did you want to tell the story about us going to the place,
Oh my God.
What place?
the guy's apartment?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
this is recently.
This is like 2 nights ago.
You and Brendan.
There was
Yeah.
like 7 of us.
Yeah.
Was there a situation?
We were at a bar and this crazy drunk guy came up and he was like harassing us. He wouldn't leave us alone. And we're telling him to leave. And eventually like he wins us over.
Mhm.
He eventually wins us over.
How the fuck does that happen?
It was a whole long process.
He was first up.
We can't go too crazy.
No, but
He went-
he came up and he was being really annoying. And he asked, I think, Logan and Fri for
He
cigarettes.
asked Feek for a cigarette.
Okay.
Yeah, and then he had a full pack of cigarettes.
Yeah, he had cigarettes with
And
him.
he was asking
Yeah. He was
people for
bumming
cigarettes.
cig-
Yeah.
Wow.
And then
And so he was like kind of this annoying guy, and he came up, and Fri was just like, "Get out of here!" He's like, "You're fucking." You leave us alone.
Yeah, I
And-
just told him to politely leave us alone.
he was very polite. No,
But he eventually won us over. And then
yeah,
the whole time he's like, I'm not leaving. You're in my backyard. And then if he's like, I live right there. You guys want to come inside? And it is 7 of us. Like John Bryce, fucking George, Kyle, Brendan, Logan.
And yeah.
dude.
What bar were you guys at?
Bonners.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we end up going in his house. And it's like very serial killer vibes in there. It was perfectly neat. And he wanted us all to sit down.
Mm-hmm.
I ran through his fridge and his freezer to check for body parts.
Yeah, he did. He went over the fridge and opened it up. And he's like, I don't know what's in the top part. It looks like meat of some kind.
He wouldn't open the freezer, so I had to do it. He was being very
shit.
weird. It was scary.
I don't think that's that weird though for him to be like, please don't go through my fridge.
Normally, people don't do that the first thing they meet.
it was
Yeah,
scary.
yeah.
I don't know.
But we also went in and I noticed there was like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle posters.
George said that's how he knew he was safe. He was like, I don't think he was a killer.
This guy's just a fucking nerd.
Yo, he did have a painting of a girl that I know.
I used
What?
to work at.
She was a bartender at the
Yeah.
bar.
Does that girl know that there's a painting of her?
Definitely not. There's no way. She knows there's a painting. I was like, dude, I follow her on Instagram.
What the fuck?
He was a crazy person.
Did he say why he had a painting of this random girl?
I don't know, but I was ready to get fucking him stab all of us with like some drugs and fuck us all. Or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, sure.
I was ready to get chopped up.
So how did you guys hang out for a bit? What'd you
We
guys do?
stayed for like 5 minutes.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
I mean,
just a quick trip into
yeah.
this guy's psychopathic.
Yeah, apartment
Yeah.
slash
Yeah.
bedroom.
Did he come back out with you guys?
He tried to.
Yeah, he did.
He tried to come
He did it, and then he followed us.
Yeah. And then we're like, it's time to go home. It was wrap this night up.
I was genuinely scared. I was scared.
He was scared.
It was
I'm
like
scared hearing this story.
It felt like we hopped into a scary movie for a second.
Well, you opened the fridge and then you, like me and Christian were towards the door. I remember, and you looked in his fridge, which was across the apartment. Like Fry's first person in with Logan. And then Fry
Immediately
looked
goes
in
to
the
the
fridge,
fridge.
and then he ran back towards me and Christian, like hiding behind us.
I got scared when I
He's
seen
like,
the
I think
meat.
we need to leave.
When I seen the meat, I got scared. I got so
Was
scared.
it like
It was in bags.
that is weird? A bag of meat is
And he
strange.
opened the fridge and was cool with that. And I was like, the freezer. Open the fucking freezer.
Wait. So how did it come up to open his fridge in the first place?
We told him to, I think.
Oh, because you guys had vibes.
Yeah, we were kind of just like yelling at him.
It was a lot of yelling.
Man, alcohol is crazy. It makes people do insane things.
It was the
Like
craziest
invite
side
people
quest.
into your house and then also go into a stranger's house.
We may have taken his sunglasses and a tie. But that's all. We didn't actually rob him. We just like borrowed a few things.
And now they're just yours.
There's someone's.
They're somebody's.
Somebody.
Yeah, they're not his anymore.
That's for sure.
So, so
And
if
he
you're looking
probably
for,
woke up and he's like, "Where the fuck are my sunglasses?"
Where's my tie?
I mean, honestly, a guy like that, probably shit like that happens to him all the time.
We did
That's
make
true.
him empty his bag on the table before we went in the apartment.
Wait, what did he have? He had a bag?
He had like a side bag. The whole,
Oh,
He
shit.
threw his shirt on the street too.
oh, that white button.
Yeah, he threw
He
it.
was a crazy person.
Was he like being weirdly aggressive this whole time?
No, he was kind of just accepting us being mean to him.
Oh, that's
and it was
sad.
annoying.
Now I feel bad for this guy.
No, it was like creepy. It was like, dude, just take the hint, get away
Get away
from
from
us.
yeah.
He was annoying the bartenders. He was annoying everybody. And,
Yeah, even the workers were like, dude, get away.
yeah.
I was in,
It was just
I was in a situation recently where like I was hanging out with some people and a dude followed us into a bar and then he got kicked out of that bar and the bartender came up to us and was like, "Sorry, we had to kick your friend out." And we're like, "No, we're not with that." Dude. He fucking followed us here,
that
dude.
guy,
I don't know
yeah.
his name. I don't know anything about him.
Yeah,
I
that
hate
happened
him.
to me and Christian before when we went to Fergie's. And
You gotta
this
latch
guy,
on.
yeah,
Yeah,
this
hop
guy
on.
latched onto us from, I think it was from Helium. This was a couple years ago. And Bree ended up throwing him down the stairs while I was
Oh,
on stage.
shit.
Yeah, because he brought in his own beer and was really hammered.
Folks, don't bring your own beer into a fucking bar. That's
No, you're
generally
bringing
not.
into some bars, but not very.
A BYOB bar is
That's how you
hilarious.
get your ass whooped.
Is that
You
so
go-
what, just an apartment? Like just my friend's house that we hang out sometimes. Oh man.
I'm sponsored by Surfside. I can't drink anything else.
That's right. Fri Guy has his own sponsorship that he proclaimed himself, which is actually a lot like the story that we have today.
Whoa.
We actually
story.
we have a little story for you, Fri
time.
Guy. You ready for a little bit of history?
Ooh, what kind of music?
Real big time history. Oh, what a sight. Digging up the past, setting records right. Not what you learned in school. No, sorry.
Night school.
It's real big time history.
Welcome to Real Big Time History, the segment where we talk about the most, the biggest, and the realest history stories throughout time. Yeah, you can play with that. Go ahead. Jake was
That's
playing
a real
with it.
machete.
That's my grandfather's machete, dude. He used to chop down trees with that shit.
Go, keep talking.
So yeah, today we have a story of a man and a legend. So here we go. In 1859, a man walked into the offices of the San Francisco Bulletin and handed over a short handwritten letter. The editor read it, raised an eyebrow, and for reasons lost to history, printed it on the front page. It read, "At the peremptory request and the desire of the large majority of citizens of the United States, I, Joshua Norton, proclaim myself Emperor of these United States." Let's back up. Joshua Norton was born in 1818 in London, raised in South Africa, and eventually emigrated to San Francisco in 1850s. At the same time, San Francisco was the kind of place where you could reinvent yourself in one afternoon. It was crawling with speculators, gamblers, prospectors, grifters, and opportunists. Norton fit right in. He started going strong. He built a modest fortune in real estate and trade. But in 1852, he saw a golden opportunity. The rice market was exploding after a famine in China disrupted global supply. Norton tried to corner the local market by buying an entire shipment of Peruvian rice at 12 cents per pound.
What a deal.
I know. For rice in this economy back in the 1850s? Holy shit. He expected the prices to skyrocket shortly after. They didn't. More ships of rice arrived, full of rice arrived. Prices tanked. Norton sued to recover his losses, which is weird. I don't know who you sue. Peru, I guess.
Yeah. The Chinese.
You guys are always thinking of somebody. Fucking motherfuckers.
It's always China, dude. It's always China. But the courts ruled against him. He declared bankruptcy in 1856. His money was gone, his reputation in tatters, and he vanished from public life for a few years. In 1959, he returned, not as a businessman, but as a monarch. He announced himself in the papers as Emperor of the United States, dressed in blue military-style uniform, a tall beaver hat with feathery plume, and carrying a cane like a scepter. His proclamation was printed in full and was neither mocked nor endorsed. It was simply accepted. San Francisco didn't just tolerate the idea, they embraced it. Norton became a beloved figure, wandering the streets, inspecting public works, giving out advice, and issuing royal decrees to solve the country's biggest problems. 1 year after declaring himself emperor, he expanded his jurisdiction. In August of 1860, he proclaimed...
Wait, this guy was a president?
So this was a homeless man that called himself emperor.
He just declared it. Okay, I was like, all right.
And everyone just embraced it like they embraced fucking Gritty, dude. They fucking loved it.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I gotta...
Yeah. He did go to night school.
So in August of 1816, he proclaimed, being desirous of allaying the dissensions of party strife now existing within our realm, the United States, and believing that the restoration of the monarchy is the only remedy for the evils in which the country is afflicted, I do hereby dissolve the Republic of Mexico and assume the protection of the people as protector of Mexico. So he was emperor and protector of Mexico.
Wow.
Fucking sick, dude.
That's pretty cool.
Another white guy, it's like, hey, it's mine now, dude. He never set foot in Mexico, but in his imagination, he reigned there just as proudly as he did in San Francisco.
Is there a reason you're telling me this story about this crazy man?
Well, I thought of him, and I was like, I thought of Fri Guy. I was
What
like,
the fuck?
this guy one day said, I'm Fri Guy, and now he is.
What the fuck? That's fucked up. You guys brought me here to pick on me?
No, not at all, dude. This guy's a fucking living legend.
Yeah, why has he even got an article about him?
Because, well, listen, over the years, Emperor, hold on a second. Over the years, Emperor Norton issued many proclamations. He ordered the U.S. Congress be abolished several times. He called for the formation of the League of Nations long before it was even conceived. He demanded the bridge be built between San Francisco and Oakland. Decades later, it was, and it followed almost the exact same route he envisioned.
Wow.
Look at that guy.
This guy's a visionary.
I know. He printed his own currency.
He built the bridge?
Well, not himself, but he thought about it.
He thought about it before,
He thought about it before it became a thing.
Yeah.
Who the fuck wrote this? Why is this guy? Why is anyone documenting anything about this guy?
It was because it was the 1850s. They didn't have news.
A picture of you guys. Sorry, I didn't know when the right time was. Keep going.
He printed his own currency, which some local businesses actually honored.
What the fuck?
Restaurants fed him for free. Theaters left empty seats open with his name. When a police officer arrested him for vagrancy, public outrage led to his immediate release and a formal apology from the police chief.
Hell yeah.
It's fucking sick, dude.
Pretty sick. That's awesome.
He became a fixture, a civil mascot, a local myth who was very much alive, half symbol, half citizen. He never ruled by law, only by vibe, dude. He fucking had the vibes.
That is cool.
On a rainy evening in January of 1880, Emperor Norton collapsed at the corner of California and Grant. He died before help could arrive. In his pockets were a few coin, some imperial bonds of his own design, and some notes for his next decree. The next morning, the San Francisco Chronicle ran the headline, "The King is Dead." An estimated 10,000 people attended his funeral. The city paid for
That's
it.
sick.
To this day, his tombstone reads, Norton the First, Emperor of the United States and Protector of Mexico. He never ruled a territory. He never passed laws. He didn't fight wars or collect taxes, but he believed deeply that the titles alone were what gave you power. What mattered was how you treated people and how you carried yourself. And if, long live the Emperor, dude. You know what I'm
long
saying?
live the Emperor. Holy
God bless.
shit.
So that was the story
He
of
sounds like he might have been a bad guy.
He's just a grifter.
I mean, we
He's
didn't.
a
We
cool
didn't.
guy.
It sounds cool, but there's got to be some bad things he's done in his
I
time.
wouldn't be surprised if there was
He
a heavy
sounds like
dose
a
of
scam
racism involved
artist.
in that. Yeah, he was absolutely a scam artist.
There's
I do
no
love that
way
he
he
was
was
just
a
like
good
a
man.
wealthy guy, and then he
Yeah.
fucking fucked up, and then just went off into the woods for a couple of years and came back as
He's just like, fuck.
an emperor.
Yeah.
Dude.
He's like, I'm just an emperor now, and everyone's gonna accept that.
and they did.
Everyone has
just
to
like,
accept
God
this
damn,
in my
Norton's
world.
back.
It's so funny. You could just walk into a newspaper and be like, "Hey, what about this?" and they're like, "Yeah, why not?"
I mean, I love that he had. It was just a community effort, man. He had free seats. Got fed for free.
I love just like making your own money with crayons.
that's pretty awesome too. Yeah, making his own money. You know, I hate to be that guy. Homeless guys just aren't the same. You know,
They really aren't.
It's just
The Emperor is such a name for a homeless guy. Yo, what up?
sick.
It's the Emperor. What's up?
you got
dude?
any homeless people that like.
That I like.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, I don't know if he's homeless, but
Oh,
Maurice.
I mean, I don't know if I guess I like him. I did make him give us a speech the other day.
About what?
He tells us about our future. He's kind of a fortune teller.
Oh, he's a soothsayer.
He'll just be like, "You guys they call Logan Picasso or some shit?"
yeah, that's not good for Logan's head.
Oh
but
my
yeah.
god, he started just saying some shit. He's like, "People do this, and they're like, you guys are like this." It was
He believes in us.
I think, or he's crazy.
Is this an actual homeless guy? Or
I don't know. I think he lives at the pizza place.
He is at the pizza place. Yeah.
Is that where you guys see him? Is
Yeah,
that where you
and he
yeah.
kind of just sleeps in the pizza place.
Yeah. So we love him.
Oh yeah,
he's
rocks.
my emperor. You know what I mean?
I'd follow his rules. You know
I
what I
like
mean?
that. I
He's
like
a great- he's a cool
the
guy.
homeless guy by Electric Factory that does the one-handed push-ups. He's my favorite.
Oh, is he the really jacked guy?
Yeah, he's like a dark older guy.
Oh, I've seen him, dude.
And he'll do one-handed push-ups with a cigarette in his mouth for a ciggy.
I saw him screaming at people at a restaurant.
No, not the guy in Dale Sampson though.
Oh, is that a different guy?
Yeah, no, not that.
Because
Guy.
there's a jacked guy.
No,
that,
this
like,
guy's
kinda
always.
screams at
This guy's like
people.
around here more, or not around here, but
okay.
like Electric Factory, Spring Garden.
Wow.
He was in the Meek Mill video though.
Wow.
Oh, that's right.
Doing
Yeah.
one-handed
that-
push-ups?
I forget what he was doing. Probably.
Just hanging
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, they had him in the video. It was pretty funny. He was like, "Yeah, that's me."
Yeah, because you asked him.
Yeah, we seen him recently. I thought he died. I used to see him I'd be in line for a concert at the Electric Factory, and
Yeah.
he would always just like be barking,
Yeah.
and he'd tell you jokes and shit.
Yeah.
He'd tell you jokes and do one-handed push-ups.
That's good. I mean, that's I don't know.
That
That's
shit-
a nice thing for the community.
If you,
Yeah.
if you're out there and you don't have a home, maybe learn how to do one-handed push-ups. You know, what I mean?
There was a guy-
Just be a nice guy.
Like by Brownies when I was like 21,
Mm-hmm.
he would balance a bike
Oh, yo, I
on
remember
his,
that
on the
guy.
kickstand. Yeah, where the fuck he go?
I
He
think
would
that-
balance a bike on his
Like a
kickstand.
whole,
whole bicycle on a
wow.
kickstand, like on his chin and his teeth and shit. And he'd like put it on his wheel. He would do all types of the handlebar.
The thing about that is, though, I saw that guy multiple times, and I'm like, I already saw this. You know what I mean?
You'll get a
God
cigarette from
damn.
me.
Do you-
And if
do you-
you can do that, you're getting a ciggy for Fri Guy.
Yeah.
Every time?
Pretty much.
Every time, yeah. The thing is, yeah, cigarettes are good currency for homeless people if
That's
you
all
don't
they
give them
want.
money.
Housed, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't have a pack of cigarettes. You know what I mean?
Yesterday at work, there's like a homeless lady that sits outside,
Mhm.
like when all the game lets out and shit, like the Phillies game. And she had fucking like a hot dog and nachos and popcorn, like that all the people gave her, and she grabbed it all and walked over towards me. I'm by the trash can, just throws it on the trash.
Yo, oh my God.
I was like, this bitch. I was like, I would have ate that
that's so
popcorn.
funny, dude.
I looked in the trash can.
Yeah.
I was like, what's she put in there?
That's so fun.
To be fair, if someone like was walking out of a place with a half bucket of popcorn,
No,
on
it was a full bag. tied
okay,
off.
okay,
It was
okay,
a lot.
okay. So it wasn't someone's
No,
scraps.
the nachos might have been some scraps or something.
Yeah.
Or
During,
fries or some shit.
during the pandemic, something similar happened to Megan and I. We were eating outside of this like breakfast place, and this homeless guy came up, and he was just like, "Yeah, could I get that?" And like Megan was like done half her sandwich, and we were pretty stoned, and like I was just like, we're like, yeah, like she's like, yeah, you can have this, and it was a good sandwich too. Like it was a really good sandwich. He takes her sandwich, goes to the drain, like the street drain.
The gutter.
Shoves it in there?
Yeah. He just shoves it down there. And she's like, that was a really good sandwich.
You could have just said no, and I would have had my sandwich back for later.
Just trying to be.
What did he say?
He didn't say anything.
He just threw it in the gutter.
Yeah, just threw it in the gutter. Yeah.
Like right in front of you guys?
Right in front of us. Yeah. Just, he's like, can I have that? And we're like, yeah, sure. And he just,
So he asked you for the sandwich
yeah.
specifically?
He came up to our
That's
table
crazy.
and was like, could I have, and there was like half a sandwich left that she was going to save for, to like the next day.
For half sandwich.
He should have said something. He should have got some shit off, like stupid bitch. Like,
That's wild.
You fucking white people
You
stop
do
on
have
this.
to get used to it. I mean, the other day a homeless lady swung at us.
For what?
Just walking. She was just out of her
Walking by.
mind.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, she swung at us, and Megan didn't even flinch, which was
Homeless people
impressive.
been getting mad at
She
me.
fought back, dude.
She didn't even. I was like, "Whoa!" She's like, "I'm officially a city person."
Yeah, I guess so, dude. She survived. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
I flinch at my friends.
One time I was at Reading Terminal Market, and this guy like came up to me. He's like, "Yo, man, can I get something to eat?"
Mm-hmm.
And then he got too specific about what he wanted. Do you know what I mean? Like we were going. I was like, "Yeah, man, we're going to this place, so you can have something from here." And then he was just like trying to order off menu. And I was just like, "Dude, are you fucking kidding me?" And then it's Reading Terminal, so the fucking dish ended up costing like $25, dude. You know what I mean?
Nice.
You try to be nice.
He's trying to be a nice guy.
Hey, you're crazy. Buying a fucking. One time I did pay a homeless girl $5 though to come into a bar with me.
Why?
I wanted to make the bartender jealous. But I'm not.
This will work.
But I am not fucking paying buying you.
I love the idea of you being like, "Look at this girl, huh? I'm with this lady. She's missing
Shout out
teeth.
fucking Tabitha. I love you.
Did it work? Did it work?
No. She still won't like me.
Damn. After she saw you taking care of a homeless woman.
No, I said, this is my ex. What you think? Or I said, this is my girlfriend or my ex. I forget. Well, one time
jealous.
I did. Well, one time I went in there. I was out dancing. And then I went in there and it was me and this older dude. This sounds crazy.
Sure.
But
He had also paid him $5.
no, like I know him from like out. And we went to get drinks and fucking I was like, yeah, that's my dad. And I told her it was my dad. And then the next week I brought the homeless girl. And was like, that's my girlfriend. And she was like, this is all bullshit. She didn't think the other guy was my dad, though. She was kind of pissed about that.
Holy shit.
Yeah. All right.
Seems
Fri?
like it seems like, yeah, right. It seems like you come across a lot of strange characters.
I'm the side quest king. Oh,
Yeah, you are.
I'm always doing shit. I love that shit. Just doing random nonsense.
I will say, we'll be out in the city and people are like, "Yo, Fri, what's up?" He's like, "Hey," and then he looks at me and he's like, "I don't know that person."
No idea.
Oh my God.
You might have spent an entire evening with that individual.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Last night I left my hoodie in the barbery and I run back in. Like they're 15 minutes, 20 minutes closed, like 2:20.
Yeah.
And I run back in. I'm like, I'm sorry. I left my hoodie. They're like, Fri Guy, you're okay. Fucking just go upstairs. Like,
They know Fri Guy
I was
and
like,
Barber.
oh, you guys all know me.
These are all his best friends. You ever,
man.
you ever run across any mermaids, dude?
I've been looking. Oh, mahalo.
Fishermen see them and they swim away. A song, a scream, the silence breaks. We're hunting truth beneath the wakes. It's real big time Sea Apes. Hey, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's real big time Sea Apes.
Oh my God, aquatic apes.
I can't wait. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Are you guys
dude.
believers? Do you guys even know about this?
I don't know anything.
I know
about it.
I know a little bit about it because this came up with like ancient aliens and shit back in
really?
the day.
Yeah, that's when I first learned about it. But there's like
I'm sure there's a lot of it, but but the basic gist is that at some point in humanity's lifespan, we were sea
Evolution.
creatures. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
In between our evolutions, we were sea. We came from the land, went into the water, and then came back out
Okay.
to the land.
Okay.
some think there's some of us went and some of us didn't as well.
Yeah. Some people think some of them stayed.
Because
Ariel,
everybody wasn't.
the Small Mermaid.
Yeah, that bitch is real.
Sorry, guys. Sorry to fucking tell you.
And it's true, she's black. Right? That's what they did.
Damn. So they whitewashed her originally. Now she's back to her true form.
Back to her roots. No
That's
problem.
crazy, dude. You know what's messed up? They did a show to try to like a kid's show, and it didn't do well, dude. It flopped.
For the Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
Like the new one.
Yeah, they did like it was an animated show that like corresponded kind of with a live
She was
action.
black.
She was black, yeah.
Oh yeah, did they make a movie? I thought they made.
They
a
also
movie.
made a movie.
Okay.
Yeah. It's, I feel like you just can't. I know
What?
you just can't switch the race. Like people
Oh.
are not like
Oh,
you just
yeah.
can't like you
Yeah,
can.
it's crazy.
Well, you can make a new character, but you just can't be like, nah, she's this now.
I just don't understand the motivation of
Yeah,
it.
they need to make Static Shock white. That's a deep cut. Or make Gerald white.
Yeah, like fucking Black Panther. What about White Panther? You don't think I like felines? Marvel. But yeah, Fri Guy, what do you know about fucking mermaids, dude? You're a big
So
fan.
that-
You
so-
believe? Are you a believer?
Oh, I'm a believer.
You hear the sirens call, dude?
See, I should have seen this is where we need to start looking
No, let's
shit
go.
up.
We can look things. Tell me what to look up, dog.
What do you need?
So like there is a gap in between. Like there's like professors. I'll tell you what to look up. I don't know what yet, but there's like a gap in evolution where they don't know. They don't know.
Okay.
Like where in evolution,
Okay.
and like there's. Did you know like sea creatures are like forms of land creatures through evolution?
Yeah. So there's
There's
There's a gap in the fossil record.
like sea lions.
Mhm.
They're like sea lions and I think whales. No, not whales. No mammals. I don't think.
Sea lions are mammals.
No. Okay, they are.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a bunch of mammals that are that were once on land but are now evolved.
Yeah, whales.
Like walruses and stuff, and
Whales have like they
There
call
are hippos.
vestigial structures, which are like structures that indicate that they were once bipedal, but they no longer serve a structure or a purpose now that they are in
Right.
water.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
so these are things that were once on land that spent so much time in the water that eventually adapted to the water.
Got it.
Which is
Full time.
which is like there's like a lot of professors. I don't know what you want to call them.
Experts, scientists,
professors.
or
Whatever, I don't know, fucking theory people, whatever.
real big
Yeah.
time.
There's people that think I don't fucking-
Aquatic ape theorists.
no, they're like fucking scientists. I don't know, you know what I mean?
Okay.
But there's like they think that like humans or whatever were fucking whatever we were, Neanderthals.
Mm-hmm.
We would spend the time in the water, so much time in the water that we eventually like lived in the water.
So you're saying that their theory is that we evolved from
We're the only hairless thing. Like, yeah, we're the only hairless thing with blubber. The only hairless mammal with blubber because we came from the water. So they don't know why the like apes didn't
I
evolve.
got so much blubber, dude.
I'm packed with blubber.
sorry to bring this up, touchy subject.
I'm a big blubber boy, dude.
Yeah.
But like,
That's
it's
what we
for-
should have called the
Dude,
podcast.
if
the
we
Blubber
ever,
Boys.
I'm ready to go back to the ocean, is what it is.
That's what's significant with us. We're hairless, and it's like, why did we evolve? Why did we evolve hairless? It's because we came from the ocean,
Came from the oceans, dude.
and also like that's like one of the things. Like we create H2O and salt naturally because we came from the ocean. We have webbing
The webbings.
People don't think like we don't have. We're not supposed to have that. Like apes don't have that.
Okay, so you're saying we evolved from apes, but then we went to the ocean.
Like Neanderthals. They say some of them went to the ocean. They say some.
Yeah, because there's like a gap between Neanderthals and us, right? Like we don't know.
Like Homo sapiens.
Yes. There's like the missing link, as it were. What'd you say?
Homo sapiens. I said the gays. Okay, never mind. they're back then too.
Night school, ladies and gentlemen.
Sorry, where are you going?
What'd you say?
No, we're talking. So you're saying that there is a gap.
Yeah, there's between. So they're saying that they're like there must be something in between what we are, Homo sapiens and Neanderthals or whatever the last common link is.
And what is this called? Aquatic apes.
Yeah, let's just look up some aquatic ape fun facts.
I like this photo.
I don't know. Like, I don't know if I think that if I know they're real or if they're still around.
I like how this first thing I look up is why anthropologists rejected the aquatic.
There's people study ants or something, and I don't know.
I think this graph will really just sum it up pretty. We were sea monkeys, and then we were pregnant ladies, and now we're in,
Yeah, so like
Sexy
regular, like all animals in the sea. Like most of them, we're one like fucking crabs and shrimp. They're all things that were on land at one point, and like it's just natural of evolution that's how shit worked.
Yeah, but I'm a little confused because didn't every biological creature come from the ocean and then they developed? Legs?
And then I think
before. So like I think it's like cycles of like
that's where
coming from the water and going back to the water.
The ocean is like where we come from.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Like that, yeah. That's why like we're so attracted to water. Like we feel like so many people are just attracted to water.
Some people don't like water.
Some people hate water, actually.
Well, they don't like sunsets either. What the fuck? Who doesn't like the fucking water? Oh my god! There's flowing water next to us right now.
There's water right there.
People travel across the world to go see a fucking waterfall. People go like. Do you think the ocean is the home?
What do you think about mermaids today?
Home is where you make it.
Do you think there are mermaids out there right now?
I don't know. That's the thing.
Wait, isn't there a new one?
Yep.
That's the question. I don't know if they're still out.
They'll try to take my water.
I don't know if they're still around.
Did you see that like
the ancient aliens thing?
Well, there was like on Animal Planet a few years ago. They made they made like that.
That
fake.
shit was fake.
Yeah, that's a bummer. I wanted that to be real.
That's like what got me into it. And then like I've seen like other shit about it though. Like I've seen like real scientist people like from like the 70s, just like people from just like original evolutionist experts.
Yeah,
like that, and they would like battle it.
Really,
and then.
So wait, do you think mermaids exist and sirens?
Yeah, I don't know if they do still, but they did for sure. We were definitely mermaids.
Well, I guess
is the term I like to use.
You know how like there is like folklore of mermaids like back from when we were traveling the seas by boats and shit. Do you think those were real things that people were seeing?
I think it's a very high possibility.
Yeah. Have you ever seen that?
I think the sea is crazy, and I think there's definitely some shit down there.
I get scared by thinking about being in the open water.
Oh man,
you know what I mean? With like stuff underneath you.
Yeah.
What's down there?
Yeah, you don't know.
Big mermaid with big old boobies.
Big old, oh no!
Oh no!
I hope she's black. Is that too much?
No, that's not racist at all, honestly, because you're saying she just hopes she is.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
That's the official stance of the pod. If there are mermaids, we hope they are black.
Yeah.
At least some of them, the ones that Fri Guys are
mermaids or God is real. She better be a black woman
black.
with big boobies. That's all I hope for. That's all I got to ask for in this life. God or mermaids and black. Okay.
No, just. He was black in Bruce Almighty. Remember that? That was Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman, yeah.
That's a dude.
Yeah,
I don't want to kiss Morgan. Okay, I'll kiss Morgan.
Yeah, I'll kiss whoever.
I would kiss him.
yeah.
I'll kiss him. Morgan Freeman, you want to come on the pod?
I don't know if Morgan Freeman. What the hell are you doing?
Oh my God, Mr. Morgan, Mr. Morgan.
Oh, on that day, Andy Dufresne overcame the.
I fucking kissed John Deere last week. You don't think?
Oh, really?
Comedian
You don't
John
think-
Deere. Yeah.
Why'd you kiss him?
Because he's bald.
Oh, on the head?
Yeah, and he's shorter than me,
Did he,
apparently.
did he like that?
No, it didn't look like it. And then I showed him a video of it. It was like, yo, did you see? We posted it online. I would kiss him again. I love John Deere.
Yeah, kiss whoever, you know?
Yep.
People don't kiss each other enough. Well, before we get off the subject, is there anything else you got to say about mermaids?
We'll give some fun facts.
What do
Don't
you,
do it.
you want aquatic ape theory facts?
I love how we're like, hey, bring your. Fry's like, nah. How about you look it up? I'm gonna bring up this little theory. Aquatic ape theory.
I put facts. Aquatic ape facts. It's not even, none of it's a fact.
It's
What's like something I should? Yeah, the hairlessness.
So you're saying Atlantis?
the subcutaneous fat, and even the shape of the human body as evidence of the aquatic. I thought you were looking too. Oh wait. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
I like this.
Babies.
Uh-huh.
The babies, you just throw them in the water, and they guess what? They float, they swim, they hold their breath.
Babies
yeah.
know how to go in water.
So like,
I'm pretty sure a baby would drown if you put it in water.
so like the reason that we can talk is because we have breath control, and we're one of the only things, and like
so that, does that mean
breath,
we're like we can consciously control our breath, and other animals can't do that?
some of them like I don't know.
But my thing is like, wouldn't that just be like because our brains are?
So there's like there's like sea lions and otters and stuff. They have breath control.
Okay.
And whales and dolphins.
But parrots can talk.
Yeah, but it's not breath control. They can hold their breath underwater. We like a dog can't just jump in the water and be like and dive.
I think
I'm pretty sure they can.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe I made that up. I see it. I should have written some stuff down. The theory of shut up.
We're learning as we go.
I'm pretty sure we're the only thing that sweats, and we create H2O and salt naturally. You don't think that's crazy?
All right.
Okay.
That is crazy.
Hardly should we have beside and adapted a semi-aquatic, not on the hot, dry savanna or the forest with the other primates.
I don't know what you just said.
So, like we were aquatic, but like they separated from like Neanderthals or whatever that were in like the savanna or the forest.
We can equalize our ears at depth.
Equals, I mean,
I don't. You know how like your ears pop when you go down?
yeah.
I think that's what that means.
Oh, okay.
Like yeah, like this is like things that we've learned to do forever.
Right. Okay.
Multi-pyramidal kidneys excrete salt from seawater. High output of water and salt, abundant sweat and tears, saturated expiration, dilute urine, watery feces.
I feel like you're just saying a bunch of words at me and being like, oh, all right.
Downward nostrils.
Yes. Yeah. So like a sea lion has nostrils that close and seal. Like no, every other animal, like an ape, every other animal it's flat. Like it's not made to like
go
breathe.
in. Yeah.
It's
No,
not
like a
made to-
chimpanzee doesn't have a schnoz that points down. It's kind of just like
it's kind of flat, so they're just gonna get it.
All right.
Well, I think that settles it. I think that settles it. The official
Mermaids are real. Brennan's dumb.
Yeah, official stance of the
I didn't say
podcast
that
is that
they
mermaids
were.
are
I
real
just-
and Brendan is dumb. Sorry.
Brennan's mad because he's got the flubber.
Sorry, Brendan. Woo! Everyone hates Brendan.
Are they cheering or booing?
He's kind of both.
Oh, man.
I don't know if they're happy or mad at us.
Sounds like a stand-up set.
That's aquatic ape theory, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
We came from the sea.
Yes.
Yep.
And now we're back on land. And some of us want to go back into the sea. You
Some
know
of
what I
us
mean?
do.
Ocean is life.
Ocean's life.
Ocean's
Whatever
life.
that means.
Salt life. You know,
Salt
you remember
life.
those Salt Life stickers?
Yeah, they went out of business.
Did they?
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? Because all they sell is stickers.
You're telling me there's nowhere to put these stickers anymore?
There's no more Jeeps to put the stickers on anymore.
For the longest time, to me, they read Slut Life. So I was like, damn, that girl's fucking proud about it. Being
You
loose.
go, girl.
You go, girl. Dude, just fucking queen shit. All right. I think it's time for our last segment, dude. Are you guys ready
Slut
for this
life.
shit?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Slut life.
Stop the press. Real big time news bringing you to bed. Big headlines. The stories are grand. But mostly weird stuff from Florida, man. Real big
Time news. Yes, it's real big time news. Our week or bi-weekly segment that we do every episode, giving you real news from all around the world. This story comes from us from Tennessee.
You're the
Fri-
only 10 I see.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Let's
the real.
fucking go, dude.
Oh my God, that's my daddy. That's my daddy, Brendan. Were you going to say it to me? I'm sorry.
I was. Police are hunting for 4 suspects who used 2 pythons to distract a cashier before stealing $400 worth of CBD oil from a petrol station.
That's just a gas station.
Yeah. So CCTV footage shows the cashier was speaking to 2 of the suspects, a man and a woman, after they approached the counter with a sicko score in Madison County, Tennessee. Basically, they brought these 2 snakes and they distracted this guy with these 2 snakes, one of them being a python. And the cashier was distracted with these snakes because they like put it on the counter, and I guess they let the guy touch the snakes and everything.
Was
Okay,
was
okay.
it like a friendly thing?
Yeah.
Or was it like...
Now that at first I thought that they used the snakes as
fucking
weapons.
done.
But they, I got this fucking thing, dog. I got the thing on me.
Honestly, I thought so too. Whenever I said at the end of the story, I'm like, oh, he distracted.
He distracted them.
But so there was 4 people. So 2 people distracted him with the snakes, and then the other 2 people stole the CBD oil.
What the? Who
is-
steals CBD oil?
Yeah, it's not even
It's not even weed.
weed. Yeah.
What? It's like, oh, I really want to get cozy and read a book. Like, what the fuck? Jesus Christ.
Yeah. 731 Crime Stoppers said the 4 suspects, 2 men and 2 women, stole $400 of CBD oil before leaving in a black Ford door sedan car. The nonprofit organization added that the vehicle's boot was tied with bungee cords.
What? His boot
I
was
don't know.
What the fuck
Oh,
is that?
that's-
the tire, because I think this came from a UK site.
I like how the UK is reporting about the weird shit that happens in
Yeah,
America.
I know.
That's why they said petrol station.
yeah. I was like, petrol.
Down at the petrol
Petrol
station in
station.
America, a man tried to steal a snake.
Yeah, then no wonder like UK, English people are like, fucking Americans are crazy.
I mean, that's not the craziest story or plan to steal stuff. I just hate that it was at a gas station for CBD oil.
Yeah, that's
Steal gasoline. That's
I know. And also use the snake as a gun.
I know. Yeah. I really when you send that to me, I thought it was just like a guy being like, better put all the money in the bag or I'm going to let go of this fucking snake. I got a bag full of them, man. Holy shit.
There was a dude that did that with a gator in Florida.
Oh yeah.
He was like holding it though. He's like, all right, take it on. You got a gator?
Damn. He held up a fucking gas station up at Gator Point.
It might have been like a
fucking
drive-through.
Gator point.
I think he threw it in the
I got my
drive-through.
gat.
wild. He threw the gator inside.
I think he threw it in the drive-through.
And then what?
I don't even know.
How do you get money from that?
Give me the cheeseburgers.
Yeah. He's like, oh shit, I didn't think about this. How am I going to get the cheeseburger? Because the alligator's going to eat them all. Holy shit.
What would you use? And besides a gun, what do you think you would use to stick up at a gas station?
Grenade.
You would use a gun.
Yeah, dog. I'll pull this.
I'll
fucking
fucking do it. I'll let go.
I'm robbing a gas station, dog. Do you think I give a shit about my life? You know what I'm saying?
Give me all the CBD oil.
It's just like, yeah, give me all those fucking bootleg boner pills, dude.
Give me all the rhinos you got.
Give me all the XXL rhinos. Dude, some of those fucking boner pills are crazy. Like I saw one where it was like stick figures and it showed like a stick figure banging a chick, and then after the chick looks like she's dead. She's
got
like,
X's.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Gotta give me one of those. But yeah, I was, I don't know, Python is
Python robbery,
distracting.
huh?
Yeah.
Sounds like the
It's not
Atlantic
the
City
worst
boardwalk.
It does. Honestly, they probably could have just made money showing off a snake in Atlantic City.
More money. Could have been a
The
lot more
snake
successful.
exhibit.
Yeah, touch the snake for $10. People would have paid for that.
I want to know how these snakes felt about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do want to know how the
do you
snakes.
do you think they
I
were
want to
like,
know how the snakes identify.
you know what? They identify as snakes.
Snake.
I'm a snake.
I'm a snake.
Snake.
Oh man. Yeah, I wonder if they were like on board with the stealing or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, the snake could have been the devil. You ever think about that?
Oh shit! Snakes
I've
are
seen
often
the Jungle Book. He's a bad guy in that, isn't he?
He is a bad guy in the Jungle Book.
Can't trust the
It
snake.
is, I do
Just
find the
snake.
similarities between the Jungle Book and the
And the Bible
Bible.
presently the same thing. I think
That's not the Bible.
Mowgli is Jesus.
Explains a lot, actually.
Yeah.
I wonder what the snakes are feeling.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, luckily for us, I think we actually were able to track down one of these snakes, and
Oh my
they're
God.
they're on the line. Hello, Mr. or Mrs. Snake. Do we have you on the line? Hello.
Salutation.
Oh my
Oh.
God! There's a snake here. How did you get involved? Did you know that a crime was being committed with your body?
So it was actually pretty crazy. I was snoozing on a tree when all of a sudden I was snatched and thrown into the boot of their car, which is the trunk, by the way.
Yes, yeah. They call that in the UK. Are you British yourself?
I am not.
Okay.
I am native to Tennessee.
Nice.
Mm.
Just a typical Python of Tennessee.
So they threw
Python.
they threw you in the boot, and then what happened?
It was dark
Sure.
for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And then we stopped and they took me out and basically showed me off against my permission.
Mm.
They were saying some salacious things to that counter worker.
I mean, honestly,
poor
the
lady.
very fact that you're talking as a snake, I don't think we need to.
Did they give
Yeah.
you any of the weed? The fake weed?
Oh yeah, did you get any of that CBD oil?
No, they tossed me out as soon as they got what they wanted.
Wow,
Yeah,
fucking
that's
bastards.
messed up.
That's
Could have at
that's
least
truly.
rubbed down the snake with the oil.
I know.
You could have rubbed down the snake.
Yes, I suggested they rub it on me for some snake oil that they could sell later. But they
Oh.
weren't the smartest.
No, it didn't
as
seem that
you
way.
know.
Mm,
Yeah.
man. So you haven't been involved in any other crimes?
No. Unfortunately, no. Because they really inspired me to want to do more crimes,
Yeah.
better crimes,
Okay.
smarter crimes. But nobody else has snatched me up yet.
I think as a snake,
Snake
you
can't drive. Everyone knows
you could-
that.
you could slither pretty easily into places, into tight places. You know what I mean?
That's true.
To get you inside some sort of bank vault or
You ever see
CBD vault.
You ever see the videos in Taiwan or whatever, and they like open their ceiling and there's like just a bunch of snakes in their shit?
Yeah, they're up there trying to steal, dude.
Just robbing these poor people.
You know about
Those
that?
are my cousins.
Oh.
Those are actually my cousins.
That's nice.
I don't know
Those
why
are-
I said Taiwan. I put somewhere. I'm sorry.
Somewhere in Asia.
Mr. and Mrs. Snake, do you know?
Mrs. Snake.
It sounds like a Mrs. Snake.
Yeah.
Mrs. Snake.
What's your name, by the way?
Oh, thanks for asking. They never asked me my name either.
Bunch of bastards.
It's Solena.
Oh, Selena. That's nice.
Selena.
Nice.
Solena. 3 S's. 3 S's at the beginning.
Selena. Yeah. Did you? So that was it. That was they just tossed you out. And what are you up to now?
I am looking for a good time.
Oh shit, Selena. What kind of thing? What kind of person are you looking for? By the way,
Person.
you know, snake. I just use person as catch-all term for being.
What kind of snake's your snake?
Yeah, what kind of snakes do you dig? Do you like do you like other pythons, or are you more like a boa?
Garden snake? or
Yeah,
like a-
fucking rattlesnake. What do you think of a rattlesnake?
A copperhead? Those ones are dangerous.
Bad boys.
I love a dangerous one.
Yeah.
The rattlesnakes, too loud.
Fair enough.
Mm.
They never shut up.
What about a cobra?
It's a flaunty.
Oh,
Flaunty snake.
It's Persian.
what?
We don't like that. Okay.
a flaunty.
I said a cobra. What do you think about a king cobra?
No kings around here.
Oh,
Ooh.
except for Emperor Norton. You know what I'm saying? You'll get that when you listen to that episode. Yeah.
Do you believe in mermaids, Mr.
Oh,
Mr.
yeah,
Snake?
that's a good question. What do you think?
Aquatic apes.
Yeah, what do you think about aquatic ape theory?
Need some more information.
You don't want to.
So some people believe that
It's
at
a whole
some
thing.
point in our evolutionary line, we actually went back into the waters and then came out and, we evolved basically from mermaids. And by we, I mean humans, not snakes.
And by some people, he means Fri Guy.
Fri Guy, yeah. Fri Guy thinks.
I don't think I know.
Well, even though I do have cousins in the ocean as well, the eels,
Ooh.
I don't think I can back the mermaids.
Dang. Non-believer on the line.
Wow. Your eel cousins never saw a mermaid?
No, I have not heard that they've spotted one.
It's interesting because normally in popular media, snakes and eels and all that are typically depicted as evil.
Yeah, they are evil.
And I just noticed that you do have a propensity for wanting to do crime. Is that just a natural snake type of thing, or is it just, your habitat that you grew up into?
So did you just call her black?
Listen, I did not. You certainly did that.
You just call her a black person?
We don't know what color this snake is.
That's what I was thinking until you said the
They have
product
stripes.
she grew up in. It wasn't your fault. It was your environment. That's what you just told her. That's crazy.
Is it not true the snakes are
Yeah, Miss Snake, what do you got to say
Wait,
about
what do you say? You gotta say this yourself.
Racism aside, if you had asked me if I wanted to do crimes before I was thrown in that boot, I would have said no.
that?
Okay.
But after.
But now I've gotten a taste, and I know
Taste.
why we are depicted the way we are.
Bad snake.
Yeah.
You're,
It's a little bit of a-
you're a bad snake on Father's Day.
Bad snake on Father's Day.
It's Father's Day. You can't be talking like that. You bad
It is
snake.
Father's Day. Is there a shout out to your father, maybe to your snake dad?
Who's your snake daddy? That's crazy. Yeah.
Snake Daddy, the devil, yes.
Oh shit! Snake Daddy's the devil.
Yeah.
Original.
OG.
OG.
OG snake.
Oh yeah, Dad.
That makes sense.
I was thinking more like Harry Potter, Slytherin type. Is there a bill with a big snake he fights?
Yeah, a big basilisk.
A basilisk. There, that's whatever that is.
Mhm.
But
That's not real.
That's not real. That's not real. We don't want to be
It's actually
besmirched.
pretty offensive.
Wow. Okay. Who's being racist now? Fry Guy.
you guys don't believe in fucking aqua apes. You guys are racist.
All right. Well, you know
Oh,
what? I really
God.
appreciate you calling in and clearing your name
clearing
because
it
it
out.
seems like you were not really a willing
You're-
participant in this crime.
You're
But then you
innocent in my
became
books.
willing. She,
Now she's willing. Yeah. If
Yeah,
anybody
yeah.
wants to do crimes, how can people find you? By the way, do you have like a WhatsApp or something?
Snake.
Only snakes.
Oh.
Only
I prefer
snakes.
snakes.
Hell yeah,
subscribe to my Only
onlysnakes.com.
Snakes.
Hell yeah. All
It's
right,
just
please
Brendan's wiener.
calling that a snake is a little, giving it a little too much credit. All right. Well, thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate you. And by the way, yeah, if you ever want to come in and do some crimes, we'll do crimes with you. I think I'm ready to do crime.
Sweet.
Bye-bye, toodles.
Bye.
Salutation.
Oh, shit. So many S's. Holy shit. Wow. Well, I've never talked to a snake before.
Yeah, me neither.
I've talked to a few of my
Oh,
days.
shit.
I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
Yeah, name them by name right now. I hate this person. I hate this person. Wow. Well,
John Bryce, Brody.
oh, just all the people that call into the pot to the
Fucking
fucking
PJ
live
Murphy.
stream.
Everybody knows PJ's a snake. I'm just kidding. I love PJ. That's,
PJ Murphy.
Official stance of the podcast is that PJ Murphy is a snake.
he's the meanest guy out. Everybody knows he's so mean.
Well, Fry,
I'm just
on that
kidding.
note, that's
He's a sweet boy. That was my way of shouting out my sweet boy PJ.
that's the end of our pod. Is there anything else that you'd like to say? You want to plug or anything like that?
Fuck.
Yeah.
We gotta
Well,
This is
I'm
your-
gonna be in Atlanta. Where the fuck am I in Atlanta?
When are you guys in Atlanta?
I think of July 8th.
This'll be
I'll
out
be
by
there
then, I
from
think.
like
Yeah, I think so.
I'll be there from like the 8th to 11th. I'll be doing like a few spots.
Yeah.
Fucking
Down in
check it.
Atlanta, dude.
And then after that, the gang's going to Pottstown. We're going to Soul Joel's. What day is that?
July 11th.
11th.
July 11th at Soul
we're at
Joel's.
Soul
Check 'em
Joel's.
out.
And then after that, we're at fucking Helium, Philly.
Fry Guy, how can
The
people
24th.
how can people find you?
You can find me at the Comedy John every Monday at the St. Lazar's. Duh.
And what about on the internet? You got like a little
Fri Guy with an I. Fri Guy.
Fry Guy. All right.
Underscore.
On Instagram. Hell yeah, dude.
Oh my God. Wait. We got to, never mind. We're not doing this.
What do you want?
You guys, my phone's been going crazy because of this fucking level on the spectrum shit.
Did something happen?
Never mind.
Oh, just 'cause you-
Oh, Fri Guy
you went from-
commented on James from
You
Love
know
of the
James?
Spectrums.
I don't.
Yeah, it
I
doesn't matter.
I know the show, but yeah, you
Doesn't
gotta-
matter.
He's been blown up. He's famous now, dude. By
I
the
just
time you
like
hear
James.
this,
I
Fry
like
Guy,
Mr. James the Bones Jones Toes,
let's go, dude.
and I'm Fri Guy.
Oh, interesting.
And you can find me at the Comedy John every Monday. Duh.
Hell yeah, dude. And you can check us out every other week on YouTube and wherever you find your podcasts. We record and release a podcast every other Thursday. What else we got going on, Brendan?
I
You're
mean,
also-
I already said it. July 24th is going to be at Helium. It's going to be a pretty awesome show. So please come
Come the Helium.
see me. And you got anything you're plugging? You got anything going on?
Fucking, you see me out on the streets, dude.
Hell
You know
yeah,
what I'm
dude.
saying, dude? I'm out there. I'm doing stand up. I'm
You're
doing
doing
type
the
fives.
unemployment pod with Logan.
We're doing that, I think, after this. So check that out. Check us out, dude. We're taking over the fucking world.
know.
Dog, sorry. Bye, guys.
It's Jordan Brendan's real big time.
What was this, African jazz?
Tell your friends, tell your grandma. It's time for Jordan Brendan's real big time podcaster. It's the most important part in the world.